All right, man. Let's talk about Charles Martin, Luis Ortiz. Okay, Rick Glass reported that they did 25,000 pay-per-view buys. Okay, Rick Glazer's been a hot name in boxing so far. He's partnered with Freeway Ricky Ross. If you know, you know. If you don't know who Freeway Ricky Ross is, the real Rick Ross is. Ain't no time to explain. Use the internet. Use Wikipedia or something. Okay. But yeah, he says that Ortiz and Martin did 25,000, which I think that's above people expectations. People saying ain't nobody gonna buy that pay per view. But he says boxing enthusiast speaking out again. It's another PBC flop. Now he got to axe the ground PBC. I will say, as Luis Ortiz and Charles Martin did slightly less than 25,000 when he came. Will and Al Heyman learned not to go up against football, and you can't put ish on pay per view as Heyman keeps providing that pay per view should only be used for mega fight. But who said if Al Heyman keep putting this on pay per view, I will kind of rebuttal that. He got to be winning though. He got to be winning at something, right? We don't know exactly what it is, but he got to be winning. We all know he don't care about pay per view numbers because he make money in the other avenue. The rumor is advertising, and ESPN tried to duplicate that when they picked up top ranking Bob Arum, but they couldn't duplicate what he do. So he put on his pay per view. He can't. He got to be winning somewhere. He got to be winning. If he throw it on regular TV, they must don't have a budget. And these fighters think they bigger than what they are. If you look at them purses, bro, he ain't lose much. If he did lose, he wouldn't have another pay per view in February. Also people say, well, why you can't talk these dudes and taking less? Like I said, Keith Thurman was making $3.5 million fighting Leonard Bundu. He was overpaying him because other guys didn't want to fight him, like the Paulo Malinagi's and Adrian Broners and guys around that time. So he paid him more money. He spoiled him, and then was trying to retract the money. It was hard to do that, bro, especially when you coming off a Pacquiao fight. Think about it for a minute. It's hard to let Earl go make less money to fight somebody like Crawford. You make it around the same money, and you betting that they buy the pay-per-view for you to make money on the back end. People want sure things. You know what I'm saying? And when they can't get if they can't get their short guaranteed money on regular Showtime or Fox, wherever the fight gonna be at, Al Heyman gonna say, "We'll get it off the muscle. Promote your own fight." So like I said, this ain't too surprising, bro. But you gotta ask yourself, like he said, he went up against football on New Year's. You know what I'm saying? The BCS, it don't make the Rose Bowl and stuff like that much. It don't make it no more as prestigious as it is. But then again, people still gonna watch Ohio State versus Utah before they watch Ortiz, pay $50 or $40 for Ortiz and Charles Martin. It's a fact. That is a fact. And I don't think the NFL had no games on that day, but that's the fact. That is the fact of the matter. So we can keep doing this, going back and forth, but guess what? I ain't losing the money, and Rick Glazer ain't losing no money. And Rick Glazer and Freer Ricky Ross is in the boxing game now. So let's see them do it better. And it really ain't no room for them. Either you got to be with Eddie, the Zone, you got to be with Showtime, ESPN, Al Heyman, or you got to be with Bob and Top Rank. You see when Kathy Duva took, the one who used to, her father was a big promoter too, and she had Kovalev. Most of y'all remember. Y'all see when she tried to go to NBC and do her thing on NBC, Al came in and took that out the way and messed that up, stole the deal right up under her feet. So, like I said, if you ain't with one of the big three, and I ain't talking about Ford, General Motors, and Chrysler, if you ain't with one of the big three, it's gonna be hard to get it in. It's gonna be hard to get it in, bro. I promise you. So I mean, that's something that you got to look at. So apparently, he got to be winning somewhere. If it's winning with the fighter showing resetting their purse value, bet. A lot of these dudes would rather had not fought in the pandemic than made a couple of dollars. That should tell y'all a lot about their A lot of these dudes, I said again, rather had not fought in the pandemic and take a lesser purse, a prorated purse for now. You know what I'm saying? They make a few dollars, bro. Think about it for a minute. The Charlos got in there and did their thing. Earl got in there and do their thing. But where's Keith? Pacquiao could have scooped in. But when you that old Pacquiao, everybody's a risk. You know, but Pacquiao should have came in and fought 2 or 3 times. 2 times from when PBC started back up. The dudes that wanted to fight, they got fight days. The money was gonna be a little funny, but you see the Charlos got in there and got the hill in there and got a belt and had a good fight. I mean, Earl came back and had a fight. Why Keith can't have a fight? Why Pacquiao didn't fight? You know, Bud fought in the bubble too. T.O. and Lomachenko, one of the biggest, fights to make at that time. They did it in the bubble. These dudes, man, they so spoiled that they want the royal treatment. I think this Al just resetting the pay scale, showing them what you worth. You know, but if it's true that his contracts are so like he take the less than the 30% advisor fee, or 33 and the 3% advisor fee, whatever it is, for more control, then why he can't control these niggas that where they fight and take less money? You know what I'm saying? And maybe it's a business. Say your number is your number, because ain't no way if you can't afford Ortiz and Martin that card on regular TV. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. If you can't afford that on regular TV, that's all I'm gonna say. If you can't afford that on regular TV, bro, we got bigger problems. 25K, that's better than I thought it was. It wasn't even 5K in the arena. And it probably really did like 50. He said less than 25. Probably did between 15 and 20. They just rounding up in their own special way. Loving you in a special way. What more can I say? You know what I'm saying? I'm from the D. That's the bar. Shout out to the Deparge family. You know what I'm saying? That's one of them songs. You get your woman. You feel what I'm saying? But but yeah, man, probably closer to 20, 15. Like I said, I ain't trying to see nobody fail. But I just say it, man. I bought so many pay-per-views. I bought semi pay-per-views and they were good. You know what I'm saying? I went to the movies and watched Floyd and Berto. I watched some of these fights. We paid for Pacquiao and Mayweather. Mayweather Canelo, and I paid for a lot of these fights back in the day. Tyson and Holyfield, Tyson and everybody paid for. I paid my dues. I know the difference between me and somebody like Fanon, who said, I'm gonna address Fanon later. He said that Bud fans don't buy pay-per-view like Earl do. Earl fans don't buy it neither, bro. Show me y'all receipts. You can't show me. If y'all show y'all receipts, he wouldn't have did like 200,000 with Sean Porter. He wouldn't have did like 200,000 with Danny Garcia. Show me your ticket stubs. You feel what I'm saying? Niggas, black people don't buy shit. I talked about that last night. How all the buck dancing channels and the race baiting channels, or all the black channels that don't bring up race, they eat. They get all the sponsorships, and rightfully so. And then when something come up, and when they in a rhythm, then they talk about race here and there. But like I said before, that nigga Tommy Sotomayor, I don't know if he slipped and fell, but bruh, I watched him talk about Terrence Crawford mom on the stream. I'm gonna keep bringing this up. When the dude sent it to me, bro, I was disgusted. I had never seen him before. And nigga had like $1,000 up there in a minute. So, at the end of the day, y'all want more channels to kind of keep it real and be balanced, and you want people to talk about this black shit, but y'all don't support them. Black people don't support with their dollar. It's hard enough to get somebody to just support you for free. Hit the thumbs up button, share the video, subscribe to the channel, follow me on social media. Join my membership. You gotta put a pistol to somebody's head like Kane from Menace to Society. It's hard enough to get niggas to support for free, man. And the people that do support you, they don't look like me and you. I'll tell you that right now. They don't look like me and you, man. So, like I said before, I don't think Al Heyman was counting on the black dollar, the Cuban dollar, Charles Martin, Luis Ortiz, to support this show. You gotta ask him and ask Sam what's the rationale behind this. We consume, we can We can be in the assumption category and say that he's trying to reset the purse scale. Honestly, I don't know. I don't know what he's doing. Because when fights go to pay-per-view, that's because the regular network can't afford the budget. You know, Mikey Garcia explained this on his channel, I think, when he was sitting out with the Top Rank litigation, whatever. He says the network put up enough money. So let's say they say, okay, we give you $4 million for Charles Martin Luis Ortiz. Okay, what they do is they probably take $1 million. They probably take $1 million, give it to Ortiz, give 500,000 to Charles Martin. Right? So you got 2 left. I mean, he got 1.5 left. If I said 3, so they might spend like 500,000 on or 600. Well, let's say 500,000 on the undercard. And they pocket $1 million. So yeah, the white collars get the cut before anybody else. Okay, they get a cut before anybody else. I remember homie used to always tell me in the gym, bro. He locked down now, man. He always tell me in the gym. He said, man, I remember, because he always used to support the fighter, starting their own promotional company. He said, I remember when Oscar De La Hoya fought Trinidad, Bob Arum made more money than all them niggas. And it's like 10, 12, 13 years ago, 14 years ago. So I don't fault the fighter, but then again, we put the fighter's career in the fighter's hands. I got my whole career in the hand. I got my whole career in my hand. Okay. And it's a terrible experience, bro. They ain't knucking if you bucking. And then when they do knuck if you buck, man, it's once in a blue moon. And then when they get knocked off, like a pair of Jordan UAs, then they looking stupid. They hiding in hotel rooms and they shine stuff, and then they don't want to fight no more. Put them up. They don't want to put them up no more. So you know how the game is. But 25K, slightly less than 25K, they say. To me, that's a win. So yeah, let me know what you girls and guys think, man. Check out the heavyweight boxing playlist. Check out the boxing news playlist. Shout out to Rick Glazer. I'm gonna take this as a guesstimation. Want to find me on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, all my social media links description. If you want to reach out and advertise on the channel, video request, chop it up, share the video, whatever it may be. All my social media links there, bro. All right, Twitter's the fast way, and Facebook and Instagram. Want to make a financial donation? Cash App, $ CJ Good 313. Roll at the bottom of your screen right now. Venmo CJ Good 313. PayPal link in description. Usernames for Cash App, Venmo description. All my social media links description. PayPal link there as well too. Best way you definitely help me out. Let's continue to watch the playlists, boxing news and heavyweight playlist. Comment the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Next subscribe channel is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance to get notifications, and keep thumbs up the video. Appreciate the love, support. Let me know what you think in the comments.